Nofx's Oblique 2010 double LP was released in August 2010. It was released on black vinyl, gold and pink vinyl, of which there is 347 copies, orange and blue vinyl, of which there is 343 copies, and on green and red vinyl, of which there is 337 copies. Now if you ask Bad Records, they tell you that if you got all the copies of this together and reached them into space as far as it'd go,
Nofx time is here. You're probably asking yourself, using your elbows and your nose and all your different internet memes, why on earth is this very good man saying Nofx time is here? What on earth could be relevant to that statement? I'll tell you right flippin' now. It's because I'm holding this double LP here by the band Nofx that's called The Longest EP. The Longest EP was released on Fat Records, which is a record company which brought it out just a few short years ago as a release, a compilation release, which contains all of their different EP songs up until that point, so that you don't need to buy any of their different EPs. They're collected all together for you to listen to in one flippin' helpful and handy place. So let's take a little look at this cover, and what a cover it is. Look at this cover art, a nice sketching of all the different characters on here. Here's the man from the band, here's the funny nurse character, and here is a funny looking beast. I don't know what it is, some kind of terrapin. I don't know what that could be relevant to. And over here there's a picture of a man that looks a little bit like George Bush the president. So that's the end of looking at this side. And interestingly, this one has a nice thick spine because it's a double LP, so that's nice. Let's take a look at the reverse of the sleeve. So here on the reverse, we can see that it's got all these different characters. It's got the man from the... Oh, I see what I've done. I've turned it over one too many times once again, so I'm just going to try again to get rid of the obverse and take a look at the reverse of the sleeve. Here it is. This is the reverse of the sleeve. Side A, 8 tracks. Side B, less than that, 7 tracks. Side C, 1, 2, 3, like 8 tracks or something. And side D, some tracks as well. As you can see there, look at all these tracks. 30 tracks. 30 tracks. That's good, isn't it? If you were a train, for example, and there's 30 tracks, how on earth would a train know which of 30 tracks it was supposed to go on? It's a lot of tracks. But it isn't a train. It's simply an album, a compilation album from the band that's called Nofx. And how do you know which track to go on? I'll tell you how. You start with track 1 and you let it just play through. If you've got a CD, you can listen to all 30 tracks all the way through. But if you've got the record, the double LP, you can stand up, swivel it, turn it around, put it down, and listen to the other side, and then you can change the record when you're finished. Here's the man from the band doing a funny vertical kick dance. But enough of that funny fella. Here we have... at the bottom, 2010 Fat Records, the barcode for scanning, and all the different little things like that you'd normally find at the bottom of an album on the reverse. Let's take a look inside to see what we can flippin' find. Oh, a gatefold! I'm so not surprised because it's a double LP, look at this. And here's a little bit of information about each of the EPs that are inside the flippin' thing. And here's all the men from the band, including the man who used to be in the band, who's now not in the band. Historical! Great! And that's very interesting, but let's have a look at the records that lie inside, deep inside the confines of their confined situation. As I get closer, I'm noticing a smell, a whiff or two. I'm finding the front end of a bus. I'm smelling the gap underneath an armchair, and I'm also smelling Oh, too many crumbs from chocolate biscuits. Oh, gosh. Now let's have a look at the record to see what colour it is. It's inside a traditional white paper sleeve. Oh, that's glorifying, isn't it? It's orange. What a lovely orange that is. So that's side A and side B. And the LP was also released on a different colour variation, because what they do is at Fat Records is that they release their records on different colours for the collector, so that if you're a bit of a mad collector you can get all of the different colours. So here we have, oh look at that, that's nice. Can you see that? Isn't that nice? That's that one, and the other one, which is called the other disc, is, oh look at that. That's not grotesque, it's lovely, look at that. Oh, I do like that one. Lovely jubbly. And also it came out on a third variation, which is popularly known as being this colour, which can only leave one colour for the other disc, because they've actually already done every single colour in the world, leaving the one colour, the colour of blood, the colour of the virus that pumps through your veins, delivering deceptive messages to your synapses. So that's what that one looks like. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Let's have a little listen to see what it sounds like, to see if it sounds beautiful as the wind, or to see if it sounds like a piece of crap that you just found out the back of McDonald's amongst all the maggots. The beauty of this compilation is that it contains nearly all of my very favourite Nofx songs, all in one flipping place. Such a great EP stroke LP compilation. I flipping love this release. I'm very pleased that they brought it out. Some people probably think from time to time, oh, they just brought this out to make a bit more money, all these 2 minute these compilations, all these bands just keep bringing out best ofs, blah blah blah. No, this is needed. This is very needed for all the people that can't get all of the older EPs. Maybe they've sold out, maybe they're out of print, maybe they just can't find them anywhere, maybe they can't be bothered to buy loads of different ones. It's going to cost them £100, $100, 100 nicker. But no, this one, get them all in one place. Let's give it a swivel, see what the other side sounds like. Oh, it has a bit of a swivel difficulty here. I'm going to give this a swivel difficulty of 2 out of 5. It doesn't turn so easy, okay? Anyway, let's check out the other side to see what it sounds like. Now, what an EP! What a fantastic release from Nofx and Fat Records. Thank you very much for bringing it out. Thank you for having the foresight of knowing that this guy, Julebard here, might enjoy it in the future, which I do. Thank you very much for bringing it out. I enjoy it a lot, and I recommend that you should buy it. I do. I do. And I've got to tell you now that if I had to give this a rating out of many, if I had to put my thumbs together to come up with a rating out of many, I'll give it 11. 11 out of many. It's that flipping good. It's that flipping good. So go and enjoy this. Go and listen to it. Put it on your spinning turner. Listen to it while it spins. Don't just be some kind of funny poser that just has music but doesn't listen to it. Put it on the spinner, turn up the sound and listen to it. If you can only afford one side of the LP, if you can only afford one freaking side of one of the albums here, if you can only afford one side of one of the discs, should you get side A, side B, side C or side D? I'm going to advise you now, go and treat yourself to side C, because it contains You're Wrong, I've become a cliche. Ooh, that's a bit obscure. It contains Cokie the Clown, Fermented and Flailing, one of the best recent Nofx songs, Fermented and Flailing. Such a nice song. I love this release a bloody lot. Am I going to tell my friends and family about it? Yup. Am I going to invite my neighbours around to come and listen to it? Yup. Am I going to take it down to KFC to play loud on my big boombox? I haven't got one, but if I did, I'd take it down KFC and play it loud on my flipping boombox. And which colour do I like the best? Do I like the yellow and pink, the orange and blue, or the green and red? If I could only pick one of these colour selections to take on my tour around the Bahamas when I go and see the where they filmed Jaws 4, if I'm going to go on my little cruise to see the setting of Jaws 4 and I can only take one with me, I'm going to take the flipping orange and blue because that's a lovely selection to listen to.
Thank you ever so much for watching my very good video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Very Good channel and come back next week for another very good video. A video to watch. Now, it's a good video.